can't get off the computer, Joey. There's more work to be done. There's always more work to be done.
What do you think, Jake?
Looks like we're preparing for the next disaster.
I'm hunting the biggest deer I've ever had to hunt in Michigan.
I didn't think I was going to be hunting tonight, and it worked out for me to go.
Four more years.
Yep.
Gonna be.
Try to go get something in honor of President Donald Trump today.
That's a good idea.
And I forgot to fill the truck up with gas, Joey. 51 miles, too empty.
It's already getting light out.
Well, we're going to a rut spot, Joey. We got till 9. Could have slept in for 3 more hours.
Probably could have.
All right, he's going north and we're going south.
All right, we're good then.
Yep, nice guy.
Hopefully that was a doe going into the doe bedding. It's the 6th of November. Joey and I are on an area of public land that I've been to 4 times before. And we know we got a couple trail cameras out. There's a decent buck in this area. I think we know where his bed's at, but there's not a good wind for that today. So we came in and we're sitting on the west side of this pond with a ridge and some bedding just to our west. So we're hoping we get some late morning action. Something cruises the downwind side of this ridge bedding here. There's also a nice little flat down here next to the lake. It's a ruddy looking spot, so I don't know, we'll see what happens. It was slippery and Joey and I made all kinds of noise getting in here. Set up in the daylight. I think we spooked one deer. I don't know, we'll see what happens. We have no affiliation with Night and Hail. You rolling right now? Alright, good. Well, we're gonna call it for the morning here. We had a couple does getting pushed around by a spike earlier up through here. And at about 11:40, it's probably a 2.5-year-old buck we saw across the field, but didn't come near us. So we're gonna run over and change out an SD card on a camera, and then gonna head to the warehouse and do some work. We're gonna shoot some product videos with Joey here today. So back to the warehouse.
This way, right?
You're standing next to us.
Yeah, but you want to get them here. You don't want to get them cut in these branches in the way. A little bit more. A little bit more.
If you squat down to where does it look like it's looking? Right there?
Pretty much right at me.
Okay. If it's left, blaming you.
And then move it a little right.
What?
Move it to the left again. That's too much.
It ain't very stable.
Just try it. Not bad.
It's a little tiny chair. It's like an old kid's chair.
However long we've been here. Solving logistical problems. We gotta go do some quality control in the back. And whatever else pops up, Joey.
Tiny details.
Yeah, we try to always have extreme attention to detail in what we do around here.
It's just the morning interview in the middle of the rut when you're like, I'm ready for this to be over.
Yep, this is
Look at this nonsense we got going on. We're building a train to get into our spot. 2 kayaks and a Joey I'm pulling with this stealth e-bike.
Yep.
Get a shot of that. Look at this.
Let's do it.
Look at this. We'll see what kind of horsepower this thing has today.
Better be full charged.
Well,
Here we go, folks. Here we go.
you gotta be kidding me. Nothing better than starting your day with a flat tire for the kayak. Not the kayak, the paddle. Seconds. They'll be all over us. They're gonna be running circles around us. Oh yeah. The whole property, everything's moving this way right now.
You got the camera I've got here. The Adventures of Arron and Lewis, back at her. Man, I'm ready for this.
Me too. I've been dying to see somebody shoot something.
Well, let's not get the cart before the horse here. I mean, we still, even though I think that the most recent information is where we're going is the best thing I have personally right now, we might not see a deer. It's hot. We're going after a couple bucks tonight. One in particular is very impressive. If he steps out, he would be my biggest Michigan deer by far. So just got to be in the tree. So it's like the time is right now. I know that, and we'll be up locked in within an hour. So we'll be good to go. Ultimately, it was a good night. Saw a lot of deer, saw a good deer just out of range. But in the end, the deer I was after was a no-call, no-show. It's like you think you're up on time. You just dilly-dally around by the truck for 20 minutes. You gotta get going.
I'm ready.
I know you are. I'm not ready. Silence a truck bed. All right, Julie, I'm ready to go.
Alright, so this morning we decided to just come in to the middle of the hardwoods. Pretty short and simple. It's like, oh, we haven't seen a single deer in here. We just wanted to see what was going on back here. Nothing's going on back here. It doesn't look like there's any doe bedding or anything nearby here, so we're gonna go pull down early, grab some lunch, and then get in early for the afternoon. Let's get the heck out of here. I agree. Gotta always be ready. I swear to God. All of a sudden, you'll be 15 yards, and a buck will just be staring you down when you're walking without a weapon ready.
You're not wrong. Why'd you shoot her?
I don't have a gun. You ever walk up to a doe bedded that close before?
Yeah.
We're just screwing everything up on this side of this swamp for sure. Joey's shocked we saw our first deer for the day.
Just a nice buck.
He was like either the widest fork horn I've ever seen, almost to the tips of his ears.
He had points.
He might have been a 6-pointer. He's a little guy. But he was bedded right in here. Of course. I knew something like that was going to happen.
Did you see him or hear him first?
I heard him, and then I saw him. He's right up in this tall stuff. And just got to skirt it out. Ran up that way. Might bump him again.
Might be able to rattle him back in and shoot him.
I think I got that one on trail camera way down on the south side. It's just a goofy looking deer. I think that could have also been the one that we saw crossing the field yesterday morning.
Maybe that guy in the Toyota will shoot him.
He's not that big, actually. He just looked this way, kind of. Yeah, there he is. You mean shooter? Where's he at? He's right here. Little guy. Good genetic 1.5-year-old. We gotta get the out of this tree. Where did that go from behind? I'm not behind a tree, so getting shot at. Alright, we're calling it a night because we got guys shooting guns up here. I think he's got a suppressor or something, but we got bullets whizzing through trees that way. Squirrel hunter or something over there. Bullets whizzing through trees over here, so I don't know what's going on, but I've never had so many people shooting guns during an evening sit bow hunting public here. Crazy. Yeah, we had a bullet whiz right through here, so we're gone. the swamp right now, but if I was them, I wouldn't come out of the swamp ever either. Yeah, somebody's up there making a bunch of noise, but I don't know.
You know, getting up this morning and going to the farm, it just felt like one of those cool, calm, crisp, perfect November mornings that you always hope and pray for. And, you know, it was no different than that. I got up in the tree, I got everything ready, and it didn't seem like it was 15 minutes after I got ready, I heard a long, drawn-out grunt with a buck chasing a doe right at me. The only kicker was it was still pitch black dark. Before I knew it, these deer were right at the base of the tree, and I picked my binoculars up. I could see the doe, and then I looked at the buck, and I could see the split G2s, and it was him. The buck that I've been waiting for and chasing all year is right underneath my tree. So for the next 45 minutes, I hear him corral her in the brush and the leaves and everything around me within 25 yards. But I just couldn't do anything about it because it was too dark, and I'm just praying, please, you know, get daylight, get daylight. Well, they started working off, and I was like, man, I'm never going to be able to see these deer again. Well, all of a sudden they turned, and he worked her all the way to a mock scrape that I had built. I'm not gonna lie, that did suck. But as a bow hunter, I will say we live for moments like that. And to be able to get full draw on a deer like that twice was awesome, but it did suck that I wasn't able to release an arrow. The worst part I think about it was for the next 10 to 15 minutes, I had to watch him corral his doe just out of distance until he walked into the timber.
Well, I make this short, quick and short. Lots happened this morning. I'm hunting the biggest deer I've ever had to hunt in Michigan, and I finally had an encounter with him this morning. But man, that deer is impressive, and I'm kind of bummed, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sorry I don't have any more footage of it, but hopefully he comes back in here today, and then I can get footage of him then.
Well, yesterday we had a front move in, but with along came that front yesterday. Also came a trip to the doctor and the hospital for me. I've been sick quite a bit lately. It's like I just can't. It comes and goes, and it's the same thing every time. I found out my left lung is full of pneumonia. 2 steroids, 1 antibiotic later. I've been on it for 24 hours and I feel quite a bit better than I did yesterday. Got a handful of hours before dark and a couple big bucks in here I'd love to shoot, so time will tell. That little she looks like a fawn to me. Those 2 bucks are fighting over. Looks like a 2.5-year-old 9-point, then a 3.5-year-old 8-point. I passed on the 9, and the other one happened so fast I didn't even get to make a decision. He's all pissed off though. He's chasing that buck everywhere. That's the rut. Happens fast. Unfortunately, lights fading fast here on November 2nd. Good hunt though. The buck I'm after just he didn't make his way through here tonight. November's here, so let's keep going.
Couldn't have picked a better package set of antlers. They got a
I think
pack
they're all bad to pack.
Yeah. Joe was supposed to bring me a set of sheds like a year ago. He just hasn't remembered. So we're borrowing his today.
I didn't even know if I was going to film you this year.
Me neither.
The guy
I can't
said,
believe we got out, actually.
the guy said you were done forever.
Yeah, I just about am.
Let's do it.
All right.
It's a 7-point. You didn't hear it. I don't know if you heard it.
What happens when you don't know the property you're hunting?
I don't know if he heard that grunt. Do you think he did?
I do, yeah. Oh, that's a shooter. What deer is that?
Hold on, let me find out.
Big one. Like grunt.
Yeah, that's the big one. He's coming. He's coming. Oh shit, he's running away. He just cut up that way. Yeah, but he was coming closer. That was the big one, Jake.
Good. Well, we got more small game hunters out here. I don't know where that guy came from, but he just popped a shot off right down by the big scrape at the bottom of this bedding. So we're gonna sit for, I don't know, 20 more minutes. Hopefully he goes that way. And we had some deer moving around up here earlier. Maybe he'll bump something down this way below this bedding. We'll see. Probably not, but you never know. I gotta get my orange hat out of the truck though. So tonight we're going in the south side of the property. We were in this morning. A lot of people driving by this parking lot. Anyway, I bumped a buck out of here a couple weeks ago. They're kind of bedded right on the south side of the property. There's a field in the far southeast corner. So we're gonna get right between those beds and that field. And we got it. Kind of the right wind for it. So we can hope they got the wind in their favor, but we can get a spot that's off wind. Almost worked this morning, but we were about 80 yards off. So hopefully there's something going on before dark back here. And if somebody else walks in, they might bump them right by us. So wish us luck. We must be pretty sneaky. I almost stepped on that rabbit. Here, right here. Little buck. He's coming right at us. He's gonna circle. No, he's gonna come right in front of us. Oh yeah. He's got to. He can't make it around there. So he goes around the backside of these treetops. I mean, should we try to grunt him? I don't know. He's looking. Maybe. Where's the doe at? Way over there. You definitely heard that. His ear, you got a shot right there. No way, dude. It's like 60 yards to that big tree. He's getting our wind, don't move. The buck just got the wind. Is he gone? Yeah.
All right, it's the last morning that Joey's here with me. We left our sticks and platforms at our spot we were at last night, where we have a decent buck in there with a doe last night. So we might get some cruising action in and out of that bedding area where we're at. We'll see. The wind's supposed to be a little bit more out of the south today, which I think will help us not get busted as easy, because we got a little light rain right now. Should be clearing up in 20 minutes. Be getting in real quiet this morning, so no squirrel hunters. That's always a plus. So unless they're really hardcore squirrel hunters, I guess. But we'll see what happens. Hoping to get one this morning so we can go get out and take a nap.
Drink.
Watch some football.
Watch some football. Drink some Bud Light Tall Boys.
I don't know about the Bud Light Tall Boys, but you can have a few, Joey. There's gotta be a buck here, Joey. He's broken up a little bit. But he's coming this way, Jay. That's where he's at. Come in. He had no freaking idea that we were here, but for some reason, instead of just coming through here, because where those does are at, he decides to go down there and check that swamp too, by the field. That's frustrating. Hey, he just wanted to check this one more little bit of cover over here. I mean, he was cruising for does. And of course he gets right downwind of us. And he's like, huh, that's odd. That was not the same buck that was here last night. And there's another one that we know about around here. Maybe that one will come by in 5 minutes and do the other thing.
Saving the world.
Where do you think he's trying to go?
Take him back to his home.
Almost killed him.
He just worked 2 days to get up that hill and you just put him back down there.
You think he's trying to hibernate up here?
Painted turtles don't like the water.
They love the water.
Well, here we are, and I didn't think I was gonna be hunting tonight, and it worked out for me to go, so I was running a good amount late, so I kind of slipped into an area that I knew it shouldn't take too long to get into. I don't know of any like real particular buck that's in this area right now, but it's right outside a bedding area, basically through a thick travel way. They just like to travel from bedding area to bedding area, and I'm kind of right on that travel. Not too sure what to expect for tonight. Rained all night last night, rained all morning. Just muggy, I don't know. Conditions don't feel right, but it is November 4th, and it's that time of year where the most important tactic now is timing the tree. So we'll see what happens. Let's go. That buck come marching right out of that bedding area, right down in here. Right down in there. Yes. So it's about 4.5, 5 hours after I shot this buck tonight. We're gonna take it slow and try to be quiet just in case this deer is just laying on his belly still. But let's go get in there and see what we got. Look at all this blood right here.
Oh yeah. Look at this tree.
All that blood right there.
Yeah, but then look at all the blood over here.
That means he's spraying.
Oh, I smell him. Whew. Where are you, buddy? I can smell you a mile away.
Stay on blood. Well, as you can tell, back home now. We went after that buck I shot tonight about the 5 hour mark, and he was bleeding like crazy. I mean, just a lot of blood. And then it started to slow down some. It was almost like he's maybe clotting up. And along the way, I was worried about if there's a chance that if he was still alive or not. So I was continuously scanning ahead, looking for maybe his eyes glowing. 150, 200 yards in, I finally caught that glimpse. So I had everyone stop. Sure enough, he was laying there, still laying there. So yeah, I don't know. Back tomorrow. Well, there he is, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I did an absolutely terrible job on trying to film anything with the recovery today. Rained all morning this morning. So I called, I had a dog. I got a guy I know quite well. Brought in a dog. The dog made extreme short work out of it. 20 minutes in from impact to where we jumped him, then from where we jumped him, his final resting place. Beautiful, beautiful Michigan 8-point down.
I could not be happier. I've got a buck down. Next up, Illinois. Let's go.